Hello, viewers. There are many of you who, like me, use multi-accounts. For example, as you can see here, I am using many accounts. And if you open this up, I have many accounts here as well. Within every browser, there are numerous accounts, which is why I am forced to use multiple browsers, many different types of browsers. There is another solution to this, which is an anti-detect browser. This is where it hides your footprints or creates separate footprints individually. Although our topic today isn't specifically anti-detect browsers, I'm starting with this because it is a relevant topic. Okay, so what is a multi-account actually useful for? A multi-account is used to hide your fingerprint. Suppose you are into cryptocurrency trading and have multiple crypto accounts, or you do YouTube, work on client projects, and have various types of accounts logged in. In such cases, if you log into accounts by creating profiles within the same browser or on the same PC, it poses a bit of a threat to your clients and your accounts. For example, they could get banned. Many times we see TikTok getting banned, Facebook getting banned, YouTube accounts disappearing, and many other types of problems occurring, especially when we use multi-accounts in the same browser on the same PC. That is why we need to use an undetectable browser, or an anti-detect browser. You can see that there are plenty of anti-detect browsers available in the market now. I'll talk about those another day. The main objective here is anonymity, hiding your footprints. To achieve this, the most major component required to perform this task is a proxy. Even after doing everything else, if you do not change your proxy, if your proxy IP remains the same, for example, if I search for my IP right now, you will be able to see my IP address. Here is my IP address. If you repeatedly hit accounts with the same IP, Google detects it very easily that the same person is using so many accounts from the same place. In that case, if your accounts are valuable or work-related, there is a possibility of them getting banned. As you can see, they have solutions for all directions. So regarding the solution for this, alongside this multi-account software, we must use a proxy. You can use it directly if you don't face those specific issues, but if you want to hide your footprint 100%, you can use a proxy. Okay, so where do we buy proxies? For those doing normal work, just YouTube, cryptocurrency trading, or for any reason where you want to make your setup completely undetectable, what do you need to do? In that case, you must purchase a proxy. Proxies are generally used in which cases? As you can see, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Telegram, YouTube, proxies are now also being used for games. Often for games, they are needed for good packets, or to ensure there is no ping loss, or simply for better ping. Then it is also used for web scraping. Web scraping systems require IPs, because if repeated requests go from the same IP, the website blocks that IP. That's why rotation IPs are used. Furthermore, it is used for other purposes, like Amazon, eBay, Shopee, PayPal, Spotify, Netflix. In many countries, these services are blocked. To visit those blocked countries, you need a proxy. And the quality of that proxy must definitely be high. It needs to be a high-quality proxy. So I have been using such a proxy for quite some time, and I thought I should share it with my audience. As you can see, I am already using 3 proxies here. So if I go to buy a new proxy today, how do I buy it? I will order a new proxy today. I already have some dollars in my account. You can see here in my profile balance, there are some dollars, $12.65. So I will buy with this. And you have plenty of payment methods here. There is Visa card, PayPal, USDT, Tron USDT, you can buy with these as well. Then there is Bitcoin, USDT, and many, many other options through which you can easily purchase from any country using any medium. And I am showing you the price of the proxy here is very reasonable. For example, if you buy an IPv4 single proxy, if you buy it for 30 days, it comes to $1.65. If I take it for 7 days, it comes to 83 cents. If I scroll down a bit, if I take Finland, it comes to 71 cents. If I scroll down further, if I take India, it also comes to 83 cents. So that is the maximum. For IPv6 socks, the price for 30 days is $1.40, so cheap. Again, there is a quick panel here. You can also buy from the quick panel all at once. And if you need more than 1,500 IPs, then you can contact them through this Contact Us button and easily collect them from there. Next comes ISP. If you need ISP-grade proxies, in that case, as you can see, there are many countries here. From there, too, you can buy. And for ISP-grade proxies for 7 days, you can see the price here is very reasonable. Here, you can see that for just $1.35, you are getting an ISP-grade proxy. Speaking about these in detail would make the video very long. Here, you will find mobile IPs, where if you select Bangladesh, the price is quite high. I would say too much, 75 USDT. So there are many other countries here. If you select the USA, then the mobile IP price here is much higher. And there is a residence package here, resident package. Here, pay-as-you-go prices are based on data. Here, you have prices based on GBs of data. 7 GB you have to buy like this here, and you can see the price here. You should compare. If your IP is very good, if your IP quality is very good, then the cost will be a bit lower than others. Again, there are many free IPs in the market. Using free IPs to do this kind of anti-detect work is very tough because so many people use them. Lots of people use them. So today I will show you by purchasing an IPv6. So I'm buying IPv6 here. I'm buying for 7 days. It will take 70 cents from me. So I cannot take below 10 pieces here. The minimum is 10 pieces. So I'm scrolling down a bit. If I select USA here, then USA, England, wherever you take, Canada. Here, the price is the same. You can see, same price. France, here, all have the same price. Romania, same price. So I'm going right down to the bottom. I'm purchasing for the USA. So I'm clicking Buy Proxy. When I click Buy Proxy, you can see here that I am 10 proxies, 7 days, enter target. I will need it only for the USA. Authorization method is user ID and password. I want to use it with user ID and password. My protocol, I will take the SOX5 protocol. Payment method, the payment method is the balance I have there. I loaded it earlier. You can load money there beforehand if you want. My email address is showing here, so I'm purchasing here, clicking Purchase. Now let's see. Enter target. So here you can see in the Enter Target field, it is asking me to specify what I will be using this for. So I am typing in YouTube right here. I just entered YouTube, and you can see a lot of options appearing regarding what specific platforms I might use it for, okay? So I simply wrote YouTube, and now that I have entered that, I am clicking on Pay. Now, as I make the payment, look, my order has actually been confirmed, and after the confirmation, I have the option to go to personal account. What I will do here is head straight to my personal account. After entering my personal account, you can clearly see here that I have purchased 13 proxies. You can see my balance right here is $11.95 USDT. And you can see down here that I have received quite a few SOX proxies. So I can now go ahead and use these for my SOX requirements. And as you can see here, I previously had IPv4 proxies. I will show you those as well. And I will also demonstrate the IPv6 ones to show you what the speed is actually like. So let's get started. Now, regarding the IPs we just bought, I am going to do something. I will export them all from here. I am selecting All Export in Text. I have successfully exported them to text. I will open the text file now. I am opening the text file from here. The text file actually opened on my other page. Okay, so what I will do is move over to the undetectable browser. After arriving at the undetectable browser, from here the IP is loading. And after loading, here on what is my IP address, I actually purchased an IPv6, so the IPv6 address will appear here, even though they have configured it here using an IPv4 address. The IPv6 address will show up. So if I click on the IPv6 address, I can actually see if the IP is working for the specific location I purchased it for. So yes, I am in Los Angeles, California, United States of America. They acquired an IP for this country, and it is working. Okay, you can also see the IP address here. It is detecting as IPv6. Okay, now if I run a little speed test, let's see what the speed test result looks like for this IP. At the same time, you can see here that fast.com has already started the speed test. And regarding fast.com's speed test result, you can see it here, it's getting 12 megabytes per second. And here we have started as well, it's getting 8, 9, it's getting quite good speeds. I must say, for such a cheap IP, where you buy 10 IPs for 70 cents, getting results like this isn't bad at all. To me, this seems quite decent. So since some sites are unavailable here, for example, Hoover doesn't work here, Hoover isn't opening on this IP, in that case, since some IPs aren't working, certain tests cannot be performed. Even so, I would say it's good. Next, if you come here in Los Angeles, it shows IPv6, and we can see an upload speed of 7.5 Mbps. And here, if we look at the upload speed, it hasn't finished starting yet. Therefore, we can say that we will get an upload speed above 7 Mbps. So I am closing this. We will now test the second IP, our second IP address. So we are taking the second IP here, saving it, and opening it. Our second IP was also taken for the US region. Let's see where our second IP address opens up. So we can see that fast.com has already started the speed test. And regarding fast.com's speed test result, you can see here, the speed is rising quite a bit. Within that time, let's check our IP information. It is currently showing the previous IP address. Let me refresh the page anew. Here, it will show our new IP, the new IP that we have just taken. Okay, here, this page is also loading simultaneously. And look here, the speed of this IP is simply insane. It is absolutely beautiful. It has gone up to 27, 28. Okay, so even though it is a very cheap IP, we can see that their service is actually very good. I will also show you the speeds of the regular IPs we purchased earlier, the ones we took before this, to show you how they perform. So we have almost understood that if we buy IPv6, how we will use it and what kind of speeds we will get. The IPs from this type of service provider, the site I bought these IPs from and showed you, are very nice and good, and they work quite well. So let's proceed. We will do this task now. I am closing this. Closing it down, we will now check the IPv4 IPs that were in our list. I will check those and show you. So here I am taking the IPv4 and exporting it to text. I've converted this to text, okay? So right here, I'm gonna take the IP address at the very bottom and test it now. I'll test it to see what kind of speed we're actually getting from this one. So I'm closing this here, and from here, we're going to observe the speed results. Okay, and now I am opening it up. So it sometimes takes a little time to open. So as we can see here, both sites have opened up. You can clearly see that the site is loading. We're gonna check from here using what is my IP. We're trying to see exactly what our IP status looks like. So it's still detecting, and let's see how our speed is picking up here. The speed test has just started, so let the speed continue to rise. In the meantime, let's look at this. As you can see right here, this is my IPv4 address, and it shows that this is indeed the United States of America because I specifically acquired these IPs for the US. It's an American IP. And over here, it hasn't finished loading yet because this was a completely virgin IP. That's why it takes a little time for the IP to activate or start working properly. So just to clarify for everyone, IPs that are virgin or fresh will take a little longer to start working, and you'll notice a delay in the speed picking up. After using it for a while, you'll see the speed return to that IP. Since these IPs are in a newborn state, you won't get good speeds immediately. At first, the IP runs a bit sluggishly, like it's stumbling along, okay? So let's look at the next IP. We're gonna test the next IP we have on the list and see how this one performs. Okay, we've moved on to the next IP. I've switched to the next IP and I'm opening it up now. Let's see what the status of this IP is. And these definitely open with Hoover.net. See, Hoover.net is opening right here. Here we go. Since it's IPv4, we can see Hoover opening up. And you can actually verify the IP quality, the quality of the connection right from here.
So as you can see, the speed on this one is just extreme. It's gone through the roof. It's climbing up to 140 Mbps. This IPv4 address is hitting up to 140 Mbps. So this page hasn't loaded yet, but we don't really need it. For IPv4, that wasn't necessary. But here we can see that this ISP, this IP, is absolutely 100% super. It's working super well, and it's displaying the location perfectly too. So I'm closing this one out, and now we're going to check the third IP on the list. We'll check it to see how this IP performs. So I've saved it now. After saving, we're moving on and opening it. So you really need to keep these factors in mind when you buy an IP, which one you're buying and how you're buying it. Of course, those who buy IPs regularly already know these things. You should try these IPs out, test them to see how your IPs perform. Beyond this, there are also ISP IPs. Then there are mobile IPs. There are actually many other types of IPs available. So if you need these types of IPs, you can contact me or you can purchase them directly from the site. Because buying from the site here is very easy. You just go to the site, there are many payment methods here, whichever payment method you want to use to top up. If you want to add $5, you select $5 here and go to the pay option. Once you click the pay option, it will redirect you to your payment method. You enter your email address here, there is a VAT calculation here, then click continue. Your payment is complete and your IP is ready.